Welcome back to the Arches and Columns channel. Today, we will be taking a closer look at the Old World Duluth National Bank in Duluth, Minnesota, supposedly built in 1922. This Greco-Roman structure is located at 2000 West Superior Street, Duluth, Minnesota. And they tell us in 1910, physician Dr. John J. Eklund led a group of Duluth West End business owners to establish the Duluth State Bank, operating from its original address of 1924 West Superior Street. In 1921, the bank commissioned Holstead and Sullivan to design a two-story neoclassical building at the current address of 2000 West Superior Street. Constructed of steel and concrete with Bedford limestone facing and a Rockford granite base, it features fluted Doric columns and Roman triumphal arch-style portico and rich interior finishes with Tennessee and Alabama marble. Do you notice how ineffective these owl decoys are to these pigeons? And it truly is amazing how well this quote-unquote terracotta has held up. Look at these lions. Apparently, everyone just loved lions up in Duluth here, in one of the most northern cities in the country back in the turn of the century. And they tell us that before completion, what was the Duluth State Bank had gained a national charter and was renamed the Duluth National Bank, and it opened in July of 1922. And this structure is beautiful. There are quite a bit of details. Of course, she has her Romanesque themes as usual. You can see here we have the wreaths and banners. And look at the detail under the cornice there. And you can see they somehow had switched it to Duluth National Bank during the building of it in the 1-year build time they give us. And what do we have here under this garland, or over this garland? Look at this medallion, and this guy has a hat on. What kind of a hat is that, folks? Please leave it in the comments below. Looks like some kind of a hat or a helmet. Quite interesting here for 1922 Duluth, Minnesota. What do you folks think? Please leave your comments below. And here I have a supposed architect's rendering from 1921. If you notice at the top, it says Duluth State Bank. And here are shots of the former beautiful interior. You can see the marble wainscoting. Beautiful indeed. And remember, folks, they told us this structure was built in 1 year with marbles and stone from all over the country. And this building currently has Kraus Anderson Construction leasing. And they let me in to take a few shots. And you can see the old original Diebold safe here and the Art Deco looking clock. And you can see all of this beautiful molding. These columns. What they had done, I guess, is they had taken out the false ceiling and exposed the old ceiling, and you can see the molding. It's beautiful, definitely old world looking. And thanks again for letting me take a look at the inside of this place. Now, looking at this beautiful structure from an aerial view, it raises a few questions. I mean, look here, folks. This is one structure with a structure next to it. Took me a minute, but you see, they share a chimney. Amongst other things, they share an outer back wall. And as you'll see when we get up close in the front, they share that granite base. And the official story gets even weirder. They tell us 1 month after the July 22nd opening of this building that Dr. Eklund was tragically killed by a gunman, and that his son William Eklund succeeded him as the president of the bank. Now I find a few holes in the narrative here, folks. If you look to your right, this building is attached in the front. There's just a gap between the Bedford limestone facade. You can see it demonstrated here. That is quite interesting. This is not accounted for in the official narrative. Also not accounted for in the 1-year build time. You can see some of the Bedford limestone is covering this little part of the structure, which protrudes over the neighboring structure. This doesn't check out, folks. And here's a few angles of this. And the cherry on top here, there's still a safety deposit box over here where it's still limestone paneled. It's crazy because this is not accounted for in any of the history that I've looked into here. I even went and looked at the sands maps. And this was never even considered part of the bank over here in its history. So to summarize, they built this Greco-Roman structure for a bank in 1922 with 2-story concrete pillars, Greco-Roman style details, including lions and garlands, in just 1 year, of course. Oh, and there happens to be a whole nother half of the building not even mentioned. In fact, ignored in the history as if it's a separate building next door. And you can see that building still maintains paneling matching this building, a granite base matching this building, and a deposit box for some reason, even though it was never considered part of this bank. And here you can see, this is a picture from 1922. That building looks like the paneling has been peeled off as if it was discovered that way or if they had done it after the fact. But what do you folks think? Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.